Hey mate, you are probably the first.
Darth Thanaton, I believe we spoke once before. I hope you've settled into your new role. Your brief career has been of great interest to me. And with Darth Zash dead, I think it's time we finally met. If you will be taking up Zash's work, we have much to discuss. Meet me at the tomb of Darth Andrew, outside Cllass City.
So, good day.
I look forward to finally meeting you in person, my lord.
The feeling is mutual.
Something about that Thanaton guy rubs me wrong.
Your pirate friend has good instincts. Thanaton had me confined to Brahman Cast when we killed Scotia, and he'd have done worse if he'd had proof. He's not to be trifled with. Be careful.
I definitely think you should, if you have the required crafting materials or commendations. You can go buy with level 45s, of course. You can probably go naked, or almost. But upgrading to whatever is best is making my cap go so much faster and easier. And I assume by now you should have probably capped planetary commendations, which should be enough to buy enhancements and armoring for yourself and your companion. And I suppose you can easily buy off GTN or with any other resources some hilts and barrels. And armorings, of course, because obviously they're too expensive to waste planetary comms on them.
Enjoy your stay.
There is not much point saving the planetary comms for something else. Oh yes, definitely they should last. You can buy for planetary comms the Rakata upgrade mods, purple stuff from the Macab vendor on the fleet. They are a little bit expensive, but you should still have a lot of planetary comms for at least mods and armorings and enhancements. Don't buy the armorings, they're not worth it. And maybe if you really want to, at level 53 you could buy the new what's it called, hilt and barrow accordingly for your main hand, for yourself and your companion. That's a good boost. I can make you implants if you want to. I probably have everything, or at least pretty much everything blue and pretty much everything purple.
Thank you for meeting me here. Respect for his superiors is the mark of a good Sith. Of course, Zash would have did disagree with me passionately on that point, but then Zash never respected tradition.
Did you call me here just to talk philosophy?
Philosophy gives structure to the delicately ordered chaos of our empire. Tradition, principles, history, the threads that compose our society. Zash refused to acknowledge how one little tug could ruin the whole tapestry. Your work was sloppy, brazen even, but the news of her murder was sweet.
I did my best to clean up the bloodstains.
I speak in all seriousness. Too many people saw you enter the Dark Temple. I trust you'll be more careful in the future. Nevertheless, we're here to talk about you, not Zash. You have demonstrated
Whoa, just 80?
remarkable ability.
How is that possible?
Though I
Did you
am
level
strict
with
at
war
most
zones
of
only?
Zash, I think you'll find that to loyal followers of our traditions, I am not ungenerous.
If you
I
spent
will
your
do my
last
best not to disappoint
planetary comms on
In
level
that case,
45 gear,
I think
for
we will
example,
have a very
until level
fruitful
50 you
relationship.
should have plenty of
I wish to
comms.
see how you work. This tomb belonged to Darth Andrew, Sith scholar and alchemist. I'm interested in his last writings, which were buried with him. Recover them for me, and we will discuss your place in my power structure.
What do you buy with them? Current gear? Or maybe something else. Well, apparently I need some time to relearn the skills and the rotations. But now I need the proc for Crushing Darkness. It was this one. Every 7.5 seconds. That's pretty much all the procs I need to know, I think. Whoa, level up! Damn. Going back to the exit before finishing the quest is nice.
toothed vipers always slithering. Up the walls, along the floors. Trespasser. You'll not have it. It's mine. It's the last place in the galaxy that's mine.
What are you railing on about? Tell me.
Don't pretend you don't know your own treachery.
Hey Zira,
The poison's
how was your
still
Sunday?
fresh in my body. You defile my tomb. You and your sister both. The venom may have burned away my sight, but I know you. Don't make my mistake. Strangle your children at birth.
I'm sorry your offspring murdered you, but strangling all children may
I don't
not
know
be
why,
the
but I
solution.
liked answers from this guy much more than I enjoyed the
For vipers like you.
weird and funny answers when I was playing my smuggler. This guy is much more fun.
Foolish child. Twice now you walked into the still inhabited tomb of a Sith Lord unprepared. Look around you. See the bones, the tattered robes. This is where Thanaton leads those he despises to death. You follow him blindly when you should plan to defeat him.
I could have defeated that ghost easily until you got in the way.
You can't attack a ghost with your lightning or your weapons. Only powerful rituals can defeat the dead. Listen, flesh of my flesh. I have felt something in you since the day we met.
Flesh of my flesh sounds just like
You
Blood of
have
my
a
blood.
rare pull among ghosts.
Game of Thrones
It's a source
reference.
of great power, but it has destroyed many a Sith. It's your only chance against Thanaton.
What do you want me to do?
In my time, there were mystical movements among the Sith that sought to communicate with ghosts and harness their power. A Sith named Urgast was said to devour ghosts the way your Dashar devours Force users. His knowledge was buried with him near the Dark Temple. Seek this knowledge.
What if I can't learn this ritual?
You are a lord of the Sith. Use the resources at your disposal.
I probably should have played that part of the main story before I started my stream, so I don't ruin the fun for whoever may be watching. Although I think it's just you guys for now.
Your power before you face Thanaton.
And the story of the assassin is very fun so far. That's my first character when I'm trying to play neutral, which means picking light side and dark side randomly for different quests. And I'm trying to keep the balance. I'm a little bit on the dark side leaning at the moment, but it's just too fun to skip on being nasty. That's one of the reasons, yep. The other reason is I haven't played the game in 2 days and I felt like spending a few hours casually exploring one of the classes that I probably know least of. How should I say that in English? I mean, I pretty much don't know anything about Assassin's DPS mechanics. And yes, I would like to learn a little bit of the random stuff that's going on with the Madness tree at the moment, so I know what's gonna be good when it's changed. I will not be playing this guy in PvP because it will be boosted. I won't be playing it in endgame if I ever get to 55, just wanna learn it. To be best at what you do with your main class, it's good to know all the other classes. Good morning, Stello. I used to have that problem at some point, but not to too great of extent. My favorite class has always been and still remains. Isn't there supposed to be a ship? I mean a travel point here? Never mind. My favorite has always been the Sentinel and the Marauder. I was leaning towards different classes and olds from time to time to play them more often, but I always loved my main gun. So you've played all the classes, you say? You've completed all the stories? Which one is your favorite? Oh look, I'm scared about the level 14 guys. And I'm passing stealth. Merc. Let me guess, you love the Pyro Merc, right? It's obvious you were about to say something bounty hunter, coming from the name. Oh, that probably means you're new to the game? I think what you're doing is actually a very good and bright idea. Just explore as many classes as you can before you pick your main, because when you start a completely fresh and new game, when it's been actually alive for what, 2.5 years, it's probably good to test it for yourself before start listening to different dudes and professors telling you this one is good, this one isn't good. Arsenal, wow, I think you're one of the few. I've always liked the middle tree on my commando, which is the mirror one for Arsenal on the bounty hunter on the Merc. I've always been a fan of this one. I wonder if these guys will notice me. Yes, they did, if I run through them. There are lack of tanks regardless of what you're trying to do, and probably that's valid for every game, not just the Old Republic. Every MMO is lacking tanks and maybe healers to some extent. But if you choose to play a tank, and if you spend enough time to learn the class and become very good, you will be wanted everywhere and from every guild. That's the best thing about tanks. The boring thing is you actually always stay in front of the boss, and most of the time you see their feet. Nothing else. I regret to say that the DPS option for playing Jug or Scene Tank, as we know, the Scene will be buffed very soon, and the other one, damn, I can't think and play and speak at the same time. Jug DPS is awesome, so when you play solo you have an option to just be awesome DPS. I personally don't like the class, but that's my opinion, of course, they are still very good. I have to admit, I don't remember who taught me of that new small change of mechanics of gameplay. I love the double tapping of a button or a shortcut to activate an area ability on a target. Who was that? Was it you, Costello? Really nice change that I actually overlooked in one of the patch notes. So thank you once again. I didn't find too much of a good use on some of my classes in the olds, but for this one specifically and for the healer it's actually very good. Saves time. And because I'm playing on quite a big screen, it's actually sometimes annoying to try and find where the damn cursor is. I know, it happens.
Welcome, Seeker. I am the servant of Urgust, Lord of the Sith, keeper of his knowledge. Who stands before me, and what do you wish to learn?
There's a ghost in my way, and I was told your master knew how to remove it.
There is no way to defeat a ghost. Death can only be avoided, not defeated. But ghosts may be bound and their strength borrowed for a time. You must pull on the tether that connects life and death. You must learn to bind both sides of the Force, life and death, in what is known as the Force Walk.
I will do my best.
It is so nice being able to sit calmly on a Sunday afternoon at home playing a game. I spent 8 hours under the insanely hot sun, working like a slave, out in the open. Yesterday was a very tiresome and hard long day. Today is my only actually really calm and quiet day that I have before the start of the next week, work week.
Have you drunk? Good. The poison will take effect quickly.
Have you drunk? How do you know, dude?
Force Walk.
Oh, I died. I probably have to start over.
Now that you are unconscious, we may begin. The ritual
That's a very interesting spike. My frame rate just dropped to about 30, from 99 down to 30. Wow. These lightnings in the background must be doing something.
A willing ghost is
Holy
easy
crap.
to bind, but by leaving the ghost its will, you draw less of its power. A pact may be formed to bind the ghost willingly, sealed with blood, or the ritual of binding may be performed. Good. You're a quick learner. It's been a long time since a creature of such promise has entered my tomb.
Who are you?
I'm Urgast, Lord of the Sith. You didn't think I'd let this ritual go so easily. This is the test. Bind me, and you go free. I'll walk with you a time and see the Empire once more. Fail, and I kill you.
And the special moment is over, my frame rate is back to 99.
I'll not go willingly. You have passed the final test. I am now your slave, and my power is yours. I am bound to your life, and you to my death. Use my strength to shield yourself against your foes.
You see, playing the Sage, or actually the Consular I should say, is nice. There is some kind of deep lore about the Jedi stuff on the light side, but it's so much more fun when you take the lore in the dark side here. That was so much better cutscene than all the cutscenes for the Sage combined. What do you mean? It is the first time I'm doing it. I don't have any other character with this main class. I've never played the Sorcerer. I only have Assassin. Oh, that was a question. Sorry, I didn't read it properly. It is the first time, yep, and I'm actually enjoying it. Just as always, I was wondering if I should stream Advanced Class main story, because some people like to experience that for themselves, but I think that's over now, and I can focus back on what I was doing on Taris. Took me 25 minutes. It took me 25 minutes to do this class story here, and I'm still not finished actually. And I can imagine what it would be if I was doing this 2 years ago when I didn't have the nice speeder boost. I would be doing this with, what, the second grade speeder? With 100% boost. And yes, obviously I should have picked up transport. Why do I have to kill these guys every time I pass through here? That's enough.
Back again. I hear you're slithering. Venom-toothed viper. The only cure for madness is madness. What's happened? What did you do to me? You're not my son. Bring me that treacherous scoundrel so I can cut him open.
I'm binding you to me. You can come the easy way or the hard way.
What about not at all? Do you really think you can handle my power? It doesn't matter. You won't have me. This is my last stronghold, and I won't be your slave.
I think you misheard. I wasn't asking.
You treacherous.
This ghost and of the other, you may shield yourself against Thanaton's wrath. Take this one's writings and show Thanaton what a good apprentice you've been.
Well, instead of consuming holocrons and learning their power, I'm now consuming ghosts. But it's still more fun than the light side.
Destination?
The armor, let me see the name. Exposed extrovert robe. It's cartel piece item, which of course I bought from GTN. I don't know which pack is it from. I remember it being not too cheap, but not very expensive either. And apparently the rest of the set is the Oricon one. Yep, it should be the Oricon one if not mistaken. Hallowed Gothic gloves, hallowed sash, bracers, everything else is hallowed. And of course I have a very awesome crystal. There was a very old PvP set with a similar look for the Juggernaut, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe someone can remind me which one, because by that time I didn't play Empire characters at all, so I don't remember. Maybe it was the Champion set? Oh, Battle Master, okay, yeah. When I said champion, I was actually thinking of the Battle Master, because in my head I was imagining my Sentinel scrappy looking, blackened, greyish, white, whatever, sticking to my skin and body. And also, if I'm not mistaken, the Battle Master set had the hood down for the Juggernaut, which is so much better looking. And yes, I just remember that, Reese, you were using that on your Juggernaut. You made it white It looked very nice.
Shall I instruct you?
Shall I instruct you? No, thank you. I've instructed myself. With the help of a fat holocron
I
jar.
got what you wanted.
You've put me in a difficult position. When Zash disobeyed me and had Scotia killed, tradition demanded she be killed and her power base destroyed. Believe me when I say I wish that you had stayed in that tomb. It will pain me to watch you die.
Forget tradition. The Force shall free me. Isn't that the idea?
Without these traditions, the Sith would be so awash in their own blood, they couldn't see their enemies taking aim. May the Force welcome you with open arms. Kill him.
Yes, you can post a link to an image, of course, but thank you for asking anyway.
You truly are relentless. I can see now why Zash chose you. But this has carried on long enough. Astonishing. I didn't expect one as reckless as you to have prepared such a defense. Unfortunately for you, I am older and wiser and studied in rituals you can't.
And meanwhile, if you don't mind me asking, does your Bundy, first part of your name, have anything to do with Al Bundy by any chance?
I have business on Malachor 3. Prepare my ship and dispose of this mess.
Yes, my lord.
Whoa, that's a weird looking set and I don't recognize it. I would also be very curious to learn which one this is. It looks so weird.
My lord, you're awake. We need to hurry out of here. If Thanaton finds out you're still alive, we're all in trouble.
Let Thanaton find me. I'll kill him.
I don't think you have the strength for that yet, my lord. Let's get back to the ship with the others. We can figure out what to do from there.
Really? Maybe I just forgotten, I don't remember that helmet. It's a very weird looking one. Maybe it's the colors on the picture, I don't know. Maybe that's not the original color, but the helmet is definitely a weird looking one. I don't remember it. And I was doing a hell of a lot of PvP back in the days when Battlemaster was the top gear. Yep, it's a very old gear set, the Battlemaster one. It's only available for those who had the chance to buy the crafting recipe when they were sold by the PvP vendors. And they still require Valor 60, although I heard BioWare thinking about removing that requirement. Oh, okay. I should then apologize because I love Al Bundy and the Married with Children show. I've watched it a few times and it just reminded me of it. Since you are in Australia, would you mind telling me what's the ping on whatever server you're playing on? Or if you have experience on more than one server, what's the normal ping when you play the game? Like 150, 200, maybe higher?
Enjoy your stay.
I have seen many threads on the forums complaining about players when they removed the Australian servers, but apparently they were all ghost towns months before they actually went down and offline. So every Australian player was forced to move, I think, to the US servers. Hello, Usmus. Enjoying the Sunday? And you're not allowed to say no. So it's a rhetorical question. Holy crap, that's the best 200, 240? Damn. I can actually feel the difference. My normal ping is 60 something, usually about 65, and when I play on PTS with 150 up to 180, I can actually feel the difference. But I had a friend in Lord of the Rings Online whose normal ping was in the range of 400 up to 500, and he was living in South Africa. So I'm never allowed to complain about whatever ping I get. He was a truly awesome player with that high ping. I find it impossible. Oh, come on. Why is that door so small?
My lord, you're back.
Thought you were gone. I could get trampled by a bantha herd and not get knocked around as bad as you.
We followed Thanaton's servants, cut them down, and pulled you out of a ditch. You didn't have a pulse
That's
at
okay.
first, but then Carl noticed you were still warm. I don't know how
I did
you
read
survived
hands actually properly. You know, the important thing is to spell the first and the last letters of the word, and then pretty much 95 up to 99% of the people who read the rest correctly. I don't know how that trick was called in English. There was a specific term for this.
Remarkable thing I've ever witnessed. I still can't quite figure it out. It seems
Which one would that be?
Thanaton's ritual was too powerful for your shield. But he didn't fully understand the bond between you and the dead. To kill you, he would have had to purge their spirits.
That voice is really not suited for Chem.
Their very presence kept you alive.
That's great, but what do we do? We can't wait for Thanaton to
Yeah,
come
that
back
makes sense actually. But 200 ping or latency isn't that bad.
Them and take their power.
Usually at least up to the nightmare level of difficulty, you have plenty of time to react with a 200 ping.
I'm well aware of the cost, but I'll risk it.
Sometimes in Nightmare it's a split-second decision where you have to move to this or that spot. It's annoying. It's actually a problem for everyone.
I sent a man to investigate shortly before my unfortunate change. I'd have to do more research on the matter to confirm, but I suggest making contact with him.
One won't be enough. When I face Thanaton again, I want to crush him.
I wish we had more.
Oh, he's our new guy. He joined the group last
Corin
week.
and I will dig around too. And we'll keep an eye on Thanaton. If he makes a move, we'll let you know. Good luck, my lord.
How do you know him from before and where from? You see what I missed? Again. I don't know why I have to do this every single time I land on a new planet. That's okay, I'll go back to the ship and talk to the ghosts.
Seeing you return to the ship always warms my soul.
Zash, has your research turned up anything else on this Taris ghost?
Ni pate uvaro wisandan sware kanidene akja swaluda is.
Figures the old lady isn't around when we need her.
Okay, man.
I'm sorry, but I need to speak with her.
Anims jai fragibans, imbate sunjas, puijangardos waiparpana.
If you won't let me speak with her, I guess I'll just have to
Whoa,
force her.
minus 55. That's a hard decision.
Thank you. That was just the opening I needed. You have no idea how disconcerting it is to be pushed to the recesses of your own consciousness. But you didn't call me here.
How many of you guys would just cancel the conversation and pick another choice from the dialogue when you see that your companion is about to lose 55?
Ah, yes. I did manage to sneak in a little extra fact-finding before I lost my bearings. It seems
I was doing that on my main, of course.
once a Sith from Darth Malik's invasion force that destroyed Taris a few hundred years ago. The ghost was one of the Sith left to die during the final bombardment. For some spiteful reason or another. We're all trigger-happy sometimes.
Don't any Sith ever die of natural causes?
Most Sith don't see 50. Helios Malus at the Imperial base will be able to tell you more.
Oh, hey mate.
His manners,
I didn't see you there.
you're my successor.
Happy Sunday. Oh, come on, just a few times? I've done it a million times, maybe. Not just on my main, actually, probably on some of my olds. But I don't think I've ever seen such a big loss, minus 55. Maybe on some conversations with... what's that tank companion for the Jedi Knight? The name just escaped me. Scourge, Lord Scourge. I think I was losing a lot of points with most of the answers talking to him. Yep, that guy, thank you. Whoa, minus 340? If you remember which one it was, please tell me. I would very much like to know. I don't remember that big a number. It must be one of the later ones that you get at higher levels, because you can never get a number so high with the initial companions. The later you get the companion, the bigger the numbers are for each speech and for each decision. No. Where was I supposed to go? Oh, inside. Damn it. This is an inside quest. Oh, come on, 1600?
Ilias
That's not
Max,
possible.
you were sent here
Could
to
be
investigate
minus
a
60
ghost.
maybe, but
What did
really?
you discover?
I am a busy man. I don't have time for...
Wow. Okay, I will be
Lord,
careful then.
Forgive me. I didn't recognize you in your new wardrobe.
Well, I can always
So
make up
grand.
with gifts, like I always
This is
do
a
in the end.
pleasant surprise. I had heard
Minus
most
500?
unfortunate rumors.
You must be pretty nasty to the
You're
companion to
better
do
off
that.
not believing anything anyone says about me.
I just shocked
Yes, of
Ken Vao,
course.
and
The
he only
grapevine
lost
doesn't lie,
55.
doesn't
What the
it?
hell am I supposed to do
Now,
to lose
you were
500?
asking about the ghost, yes? Let me see. I assure you I've been hard at work assessing the situation. It's just the Jedi have been guarding the old Jedi Enclave very tightly. That's where the ghost first appeared, you see.
Have there been other appearances in other places?
On the contrary, there have barely been any appearances at all. The ghost appears only sporadically. Not even the Jedi who guard the Enclave can make it appear. They've resorted to using a young Padawan to try and draw the ghost out through blood ties or something. Foolishness if you ask me, but I'm a man of meager understanding.
It seems the Jedi have a weak link.
The Jedi guard her closely, but I think you may be on to something. Many a Sith is formed from a weak Padawan's impressionable mind. I can't imagine an impressionable young Padawan being able to resist your particular charms, and it would save you the trouble of fighting a small army of Jedi.
I cannot
Damn,
twist
okay.
until I understand what
You're
tempts
actually
her.
making me
You
even
might
more
visit
eager
the
to do the
Jedi
companion
training
story.
grounds by the waterfall. It's abandoned now, dangerous. The data
Ken
recorders
Vao's
there
story
make
so
believe
far is
certain
one of the best companion
insights
stories that
into
I
your
remember.
personality.
I've
In
played
the
all of them
meantime,
carefully,
I'll
more or
endeavor to
less,
learn what I can of her
but
Jedi
this one so far is
masters.
the most intriguing one. And with the potential of making him so pissed off at me to lose that many points, makes the story even more interesting. By the way, since my birthday is next week and I will be completing a cycle in my life, getting to be 30, I was wondering what kind of a special gift I should give to myself, and I've chosen a chair. What do you guys think of a nice computer chair? I mean a luxury one, comfortable one, not the crappy one I'm sitting on at the moment. It's not crappy actually, I don't know how many of you have seen it on my webcam. It's not really crappy, but it's not that much special anymore. It's an old chair. It's probably been around for 20 years. But everything is solid build quality metal. So back on topic. I have chosen one which is insanely expensive to my personal understanding and beliefs, but I like it so much. It is a good choice, right? It turns out that it doesn't matter what kind of a beast hardware you have. If you feel uncomfortable playing or watching a movie in front of your PC, nothing is worth it. So this is the link to the chair that I want to buy. And of course I don't have the money handed. I don't want to draw for my bank account. But I have a month to collect it and buy it before my birthday is up. What do you think? Is it a good choice? Do you have any personal experience maybe with one of these? GT Omega have a wide selection of racing so-called computer chairs or office chairs.
I can't do it. You know what?
Not decent value really. 200 British pounds? That's expensive, man.
Ashara. There is no emotion, there is peace. Try it again.
Yes, of course. You can find a model that's worth 5 times that price, but I'm still a normal human.
Even the oldest and sturdiest of walls may be pulled down.
Forget this. If there really are Sith on Taris,
The other one I liked, I saw it from a Total Biscuit video on YouTube. It's called GX Racing, I believe, or GX Racer. That's the name of the brand.
Now, try again.
Exactly, yep. That's what I've been hearing and seeing from all the videos and reviews I went through about that chair. You get exactly what you pay for, and most of the time paying more for quality is actually worth it. Just like with my peripherals from Corsair, they're crazy expensive, but they're seriously good quality and very well built. Oh, to remember what a nightmare I went through to get my keyboard, wow. It was delivered from Hong Kong for one reason or another. I don't want to really go back to the details. But it was a struggle at the Sofia customs here to get the keyboard through. I had to pay almost double the price of the item itself.
The Jedi Code states, there is no passion, there is serenity. Can anyone explain what this means? Ashara.
It means the Jedi must be prepared to think calmly, even in intense situations. Passion is a tool of the dark side. There is no emotion. There is peace. It also means Jedi should temper their intuition with wisdom. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge.
Very good, Ashara. So you see, this line of
and of course, these kinds of chairs, they never fit with the environment of a normal house interior. But who cares? I'll make it work. Really? I've never clicked that link. Let's see. That's weird. It opened my own page. It does work for me. Maybe it's a matter of secure network and non-secure, because the link is HTTP and actually Chrome transfers it automatically to HTTPS, which is the secured one. It's not the capital letters, definitely that's not the reason. Nope, I'll change it for the next time to include an S in the end and see if that's working. Thank you for the note, by the way. Well, at least I don't think it's the caps. It shouldn't be the caps. Or maybe the damn full stop. Maybe, yeah, Chrome probably automatically deletes it because he's kind of a smart browser. I don't know. Actually, I should go and edit that right now. Maybe after this guy kills me or I kill it. 2668 XP for a gold guy, not bad. Would be 5000 on a double XP weekend. Alright, just give me a moment to remember how to get to my MooBots account. I haven't edited the settings for quite some time. Let's save. Thank you very much for the note again. When the next time it appears, there shouldn't be a dot. And maybe it would attract the attention of someone new who doesn't have my YouTube link.
Ashara, relent. That's an order.
But I was winning.
You must learn restraint. Varric is clearly not your equal. There was no reason to press the attack.
We're training for war. The Sith won't surrender. We have to drive them back with everything we've got.
These are not Sith. They are fellow Padawans.
You show great potential, Ashara, but you must temper your fervor for the light with patience.
Archaeology mission, wow.
Varric, Eli, and Cassius will be in the assault group. The rest of you will be support. Any questions?
So, let's
Then
talk
take your
mechanic.
positions.
Who can tell me what exactly the changes would be of the Madness tree? They are probably
Master
removing the
I think you're clicking the
randomness
wrong
and the
group.
proc for crushing
You are
darkness.
in the support group, Ashara.
That must
You
be
will
one of the
provide
major
backup to the
changes.
assault team.
That's what I mean. I should be on the assault team. Varric can barely hold a lightsaber.
Learning to support your fellow Jedi is an important skill. Varric lacks your confidence, and so requires your compassion and encouragement.
But Master Ryan,
Enough, Ashara. You have received your instructions. Join the others if you wish to complete your trial.
I found the databanks. Our Padawan has a bit of a pride problem. She is a less than perfect Jedi candidate.
Most excellent. In my experience,
You mean like a passive boost, just increasing the damage?
My lord, you went
That's
searching
nice.
for crumbs and discovered a feast.
The class
She's
in general
easily
for PvE
frustrated
is
by
definitely
difficult
lacking
things.
DPS, so that's a wise
I think
choice.
she could be made to doubt her place among the Jedi.
I should say was lacking DPS. I have seen some of the parsers numbers from PTS
But
2.8.
if I may proffer my most humble opinion, it's a brilliant idea. Make her feel threatened, alone and frightened.
It is getting a little bit out of hand. If the assassins can do the similar damage in the real boss fight.
Of course, you'll still need a way to flush her out of hiding and make the threat seem credible.
Do you have
But was I right about the proc for Crushing Darkness?
I could fight them off.
Does it go on a flat timer cooldown?
Zash sent me alone, I'm afraid. But that's an excellent thought. Rumor has it Lord Anathemos of the Assassin's Pyramid is here in search of a particular holocron. Now what I'm thinking is, and it may be crazy, you can use that holocron to reach an agreement with Lord Anathemos for the use of his assassins.
If Lord Anathemos can be bought, I'll buy him.
The abandoned outpost is in a nearby region. I'll transfer the location, but be warned, it's swarming with rat ghouls and other monstrosities.
There is no entrance on that side.
Displaying all authorized destinations.
Oh, good, I'm finally on the same area where all my quests were, the active ones. Hey DJ, enjoying the Sunday?
Appears the rat ghoul
And here is where the skipping begins. Normal quests. Ooh, planetary com. What do I have? 15. It's understandable. I spent a lot preparing for level 33 upgrade.
I coated the sewers in chemicals.
Here,
Step over.
what?
Only
You. It's
Sula.
this first.
Don't.
Bonuses. I don't remember when I started those, but why not? Let's leave the quest hanging in there. Yep, kind of. I've always enjoyed the Empire, but for one reason or another I've always been playing Republic as well, since my old SWG days. Star Wars Galaxy's days, I meant to say. I switched to Empire maybe 3 months ago, or 4 now, and I'm actually having great fun. Not just with the main class stories, the animations and everything else alongside the Empire classes is better looking. Exactly, yeah. That's one of the best benefits for playing Empire. The animations are so much cooler. I remember having to do a normal quest here in this area somewhere, so I will regret if I have to come back for another quest after that. Or maybe I'll just skip it. I've always liked the lightning effects on the Sorc, but sorcerer players in general tell me that it gets boring after a little bit. That's why I decided not to level up one. I was afraid I'll get bored and never get to the top. It's simply because every single skill of the sorcerer arsenal involves lightning, and the animation is very similar. Not the same, but very similar. That's a huge drawback.
I found the holocron.
Excellent, my lord. Lord Anathemos can be found at the Empire's current outpost in that region. I suggest you speak with him right away. And I'm pleased to say that I found the perfect place for you to lure your Padawan to. An area of swamp near enough to Republic territory that she'll feel secure, yet remote enough that she'll be truly at your mercy.
I am most grateful.
Have Lord Anathemos' assassins drive the girl to this spot, and then secure yourself a hollow communicator from a nearby Republic soldier. Once the trap is sprung, you can call on a Republic frequency and offer help. Good luck.
Well, yeah, it would be insanely dull on BioWare's side if they make the same sounds for all the abilities. I can't say that I can recognize them, because obviously I haven't played Sorcerer. I remember that was one of the problems. Yep, I always had to look on my icons with on my buff bar for the icons when the proc happens and how many times it's stacking up. If you say it's probably the same, because my experience dates from more than half a year ago with the Sage, actually probably 1 year ago, before the hut expansion. Well, no. If it's about visual effects without sound, I can relate to that because it's not always easy to see what's happening exactly with your character. You have to look at the character from this kind of distance to see every effect that's happening on them. And when around you everybody is healing, doing area damage, the boss is doing something on you, it's not always easy to see the half a second green effect or whatever color it is for the different classes. I, for example, am always looking at my buffs to see for my most important procs when I'm playing the Marauder. I don't rely on sound or visuals because I'm actually watching different things on the screen, and I just prefer to take a look at the buff bar. Oh, look at that! Area quest, which of course I think I will have troubles finishing. I remember having trouble finishing the kill part of the quest on other characters here as well in the past. I wonder if I will regret pushing that guy down there. Yes, I will. He's alive. Welcome back. See, now I'm lost and I have to start searching for the rest of the mobs that I need to kill. That should have counted for 3, not just 1. The small guys are still mobs. And just for fun, why not? 6 more. Do I want to bother? There was a datacron here in one of these 2 rooms. I remember that required actually 2 people to do it. It was upstairs somewhere, involving a jump, coordinated jump. Oh, screw it. I'll just go complete the quest part. I don't remember if I lose the progression on the kill stuff. We'll see.
Hey, Vance. It's the sweet sound of your death.
There's no...
I'm no...
Oh, really? Just Republic? Okay. And of course these guys did not count for the kill part. Fun. Oh, but this one too. You really are, yeah. Welcome back. I've never used the sacrifice skill on any of my other companions before. I think that's the first time. Well, now, was it worth it? 6000 XP for the kill quest. Not bad.
I knew I should have sent more droids your way.
Back, my students. Remember your teachings. I sense much anger in you, Sith. But it's not too late. I can help you overcome the Empire's torments.
Yeah. Let's give the normal quests.
Who's out?
I don't remember all of them in details, of course. But I still don't want to waste mine and your time. Wow, that guy was pushing hard. I had to use some cooldowns, including a medpack. Exactly, experience is always worth it.
Strong with you. Too strong.
Even when you have to do 2 side quests of killing twice 40 guys, like those basic quests on Coruscant, I remember. Kill 40 guys in this area, then second part, kill 60 guys in the next area, then third part, do something else.
The Jedi was close to those monsters. Let's hope the...
I'm the only reader.
You tell...
Haven't mentioned how much I love empty corridors. Every time I'm forced to go through an empty area for a different reason or a different class or alt, I remember those transition corridors between your ship and the space station on the planets when we were forced to go through them, unable to skip, before we get all the teleports, all the maps and such. Yep, I love the side quests in the game because most of the time they don't interfere with the gameplay. You just kill stuff on the way anyway and they're rewarding you for that. Many years ago I felt similar questing and leveling up in SWTOR, but of course Turbine changed a lot of things in time. No, definitely not, but of course it depends what operation you want to do. If you want to do one of the level 50 ones, you can go by with whatever you want to do, and you probably have no problems even on hard mode. Story mode is just walk in the park with eyes closed. But since you're planning to play endgame anyway, it would be nice to get augments in your gear, and remember, you can switch out the mods, but you should augment those parts that you like the look on them. For example, when I get level 55, I would probably love to keep this outfit, and I can augment the parts, and then I can switch out the mods whenever I have an upgrade gear available. Don't augment a crappy implant or an earpiece or a crappy relic, for example, because you lose the augment kit. And I know that for some guys the price of, what is it, 60,000 to buy it on GTN is not cheap.
The Jedi's dead.
Darth, we got...
Darth
off Jin help.
Lord Anathemus, I understand you were looking
If you want
for
to
this
do
holocron.
TFB hard modes, common building hard mode, or maybe story modes of the Fortress and Palace, it would be nice to have augments at least. It's probably not necessary, but if it's your first time, it's nice to have the backup of whatever gear you can get your hands on.
I'm not fooled.
Yep. Well, a little bit cheaper maybe these days. Last time I was selling, they were going for about 50,000 credits per MK9.
I'll give you this holocron in exchange for the use of your assassins.
You think you can buy my assassin's services with a holocron? It seems plausible enough. I wonder...
Yep, 50,000 exactly. I expect there would be similar price everywhere. What is it like on the Tomb?
I need the help of a Padawan to get into the Jedi Enclave. I want you to scare her.
Simple enough. My assassins will be glad to... Wait. Why would a powerful Sith Lord like yourself hire assassins
53 is actually a
to kill
good
mere
price, but now is the middle of the weekend and I expect the prices would be actually even below 49 maybe.
The Padawan
Because
must
many
believe
people
she
have
is
the
in
time
danger
during the
so I
weekend
can
to
save
craft
her.
and sell.
Playing games
It's
with
usually
mice,
like that.
are we? Fine. Though I'm sure I will live to regret it. The assassins are yours. Just tell me where they should wait and who they should target.
Her name's Ashara Zavros.
This better be good.
Nice, that's quite cheap. I still remember when they first show up on GTN, they were going for about 120k one. Now you can buy 14 for 600k. Oh, really? Do I have to call you? Can I skip it?
My lord,
let my assistant deal with that.
And are driving her toward the location you specified.
Oh, it's a short one. That's actually good logic. Or maybe they will introduce some nice new armor sets and people will need more augment kits to put on them because they want to wear them. I'm not really sure about that, it's just a guess. They usually don't release more than one good quality and nice looking armor set per month or every 2 months or so. Such a nice looking campfire. Can I sit here with you guys? Awesome. I should buy one of those things that are actually replenishing health and focus. When you sit at the campfire with a stick in your hand, and probably a piece of meat on the top. What do I do here now? Look. A Republic holocron. Where is it? Alright, killing Republic troopers it is. And it's probably that guy over there. Thank you, silver guy.
Ashara Zavros, I heard about the ambush. Meet me in the swamps near your position. I can protect you.
What? Who are you? How do I know this isn't another trap?
If I wanted you dead, I'd just wait for the assassins to catch you and kill you.
Maybe I should be worried about who it is that wants me alive so badly. Alright, I'll come that way. But if this is a trap, don't think I'll go down without a fight.
Hey, thank you for joining again. I hope you're having a nice Sunday. How is the weather in Slovakia? Was it Slovakia? I really apologize if I remember that wrongly. Above 30? Holy crap. Oh, it's probably the same here outside of the shadow areas. Luckily for me there is heavy green, high Well, they're actually trees, they're not bushes. That's covering my whole window, so I'm deep in the shadows. Can feel the warmth and the heat. But I'm all burnt out from spending the day yesterday outside in the open sun, under the open sun. I don't know if it's cooler. It's still too hot, and it will get even hotter in the next month. Why bother killing those? There is no bonus quest. That's nice. I started the sequence just the dialogue scene, actually, I meant to say, just as I was about to hit the droid.
Sith! I should have known this was some kind of trap. You don't really intend to protect me against your own people.
They took me out of slavery and forced me into this. It wasn't my choice.
I'm sorry. I didn't know the Sith did that. I guess I thought... I don't know what I thought.
With all respect, my lord, we have orders to see this girl dead.
I will always remember that summer, a couple of days we spent in Athens, in the Olympic village, between 3 in the afternoon,
this is not the Padawan you're looking for,
and 5 in the afternoon. Man, everybody was inside, away from the heat, but the 4 brave soldiers from our company, we were just outside in the open sun.
Is that it?
I remember trying to keep together and not melt.
Blood. I don't understand. Why did you go through all this trouble to save me?
I need a new apprentice.
Oh, we'll see. I actually didn't know that's gonna be my next companion. It's a little bit early, I think. Level was 34 and I get the companion.
I won't do it! I won't help you!
Am I right to read the name Vlado? Because that's how I think it should be read.
Fear, the anger, the pain, I relent.
Usually the English doesn't read the W in this way.
I need to see the ghost in the Jedi Enclave.
The ghost?
Oh, there is the link.
No.
Test it again, there is no stupid dot in the end.
I'll go ahead and prepare the Enclave. Make sure no Jedi are around.
Yeah, that's the Slavonic way to read these things. Yep, exactly. Thank you. Oh, isn't that nice? I'm so close to this spawn point and yet so far away. Maybe I can reach it, or do I really doubt? I forgot the quest from the previous area. Isn't that pathetic? And now I'm sent all over the place. Well, that's actually the last area for the planet. That's nice. I'm about to finish it. Did that healer do a nice job? What was the total healing? No, most of the time I don't play Flashpoint because I don't like waiting. Sometimes I join in a queue while just exploring the planets and I get 1 or 2 Flashpoints throughout the playtime for the day. But I don't rely on them, I just do them for fun. And of course I've done them so many times in the first months of the game. I don't really enjoy repeating them over and over. Especially because I know the story, and when there is a new fellow in the group, they want to experience it again, then I have to sit through all the dialogues. $2 million. Damn, that's really worth of an MVP. I do heroics when I can solo them mostly. If I play with a friend, then I do pretty much all the heroics that we can come across. If I play solo, I always skip the 4-man heroics. I've done them a few times on different classes, and at the moment I just don't enjoy waiting for a group to come together. That's a personal thing. The rewards from 4-man heroics are quite nice most of the time, especially if you don't have the power to craft stuff for yourself. They can really be useful. For example, this 4-man heroic. Let's see what I do. Click it off and continue. $2 million heals on a middle bracket. Wow, that's probably a void star where you couldn't breach the first door for full 6+6, or maybe Alderon where you didn't take the middle node for a long time. $962, that's close to $1 million. I think it's still enough. Not many healers can break the 1 million in a relatively long game, even at level 55. Inside this building I always get a frame rate drop every time, ever since I first started playing the game. It's not as horrible as it used to be, but it's still noticeable. Drops down from 90 down to 50, so double.
At your service, my lord. Travel route is confirmed.
Glad you could join our fight.
The Republic.
True, Kath is.
I have You're about to.
I can.
Bashun.
There's no doubt who's the better Sith, my lord.
Oh, my lord, it's
underhanded.
Oh, my lord, I'm so happy to see you. Can you help me? Yes, of course I can. Will you pay me? Yes, I will. Let's go. Nice and simple. But they really wanted to drag me back throughout all the map. Oh, what is it? I missed the quest.
What a day. The thrill of the hunt.
How do I if these the more
Let me ask you a weird question, guys. Why do you think the healer's job is not so fun in PvE, in operations most of all? Or in general, what do you think of the healing job in operations? Do you like it? I'll tell you my opinion, of course, but I would like to hear yours. Why did you choose to play a healer in PvE? In PvP it's fun, everything, but in PvE healing job is very specific. Thanks for sharing. Here is why I personally didn't choose to play healer as a main. I love healing in operations, it's always fun and it's a different point of view. But my personal preferences goes to DPS class because you can see all the mechanics. As a healer, you are of course not allowed to stay in the red circles and take out the area damage. But you do pretty much everything in every single boss encounter. You look... who said that? Costello. Just like Costello said, you look at the raid frame and you heal people. And then from time to time you pay attention to what's happening in front of you to avoid the area damage, which is always scripted in PvE. So it does feel not static, I should say, but a little bit repetitive. Because most of the time you don't care too much what the boss is doing exactly. You care, of course, you have to know and be able to predict when a big damage spike on the tanks will come, which involves knowing the tactics for the bosses, more or less. But when doing progression and we are not familiar with the new boss, it's just healing. Yeah, I know that may sound stupid or actually offensive to some of you who may enjoy healing. What do you think? Is that a valid point? Maybe I'm completely off the chart. I built that opinion back in the days when I was playing Star Wars Galaxies. Then I played the healer a little bit in SWTOR and I was able to confirm that it was similar feeling. I do pretty much every skill on my toolbar with a shortcut. Out of the million skills that I have combined on my ults, there may be less than 1% of those that I actually use and are not keybind. Everything is on my mouse or mostly on my keyboard. Really boring? I love Mocap, man. It's a little bit annoying with all the mobs everywhere all the time chasing you. Healers are always needed. Yep, that's a very good reason to pick a healer or a tank, as a matter of fact. Well, that gold guy ate up all of my, what is it now? Force. Why I can't ever remember what class is using what yellow bar name. I hope you have a very nice afternoon, man. I will probably be online tonight if we get the group or something. I love Trick, despite the talking part. That's a little bit, don't you think, City Time? Why haven't you done anything? You been busy, lazy, or not having fun? What the hell are you? Huh. That guy is named, but he is not special boss. I will probably need to kill that guy in a moment for a follow-up quest. It always happens like that when he's on a cooldown and I'll be waiting for a respawn. Oh, come on, that's not really possible. Usually the healers are overhealing by at least 40% in every more serious boss fight, so I don't think you should worry about that. If you make a mistake, it won't be because of lack of healing, it will be something else, rather wrong movement or wrong positioning. Or maybe in some cases healing the wrong target. But it's very rare to experience lack of healing power. If someone tells you that, it's probably that they're wrong, they are taking more damage than necessary, or maybe you're not healing the right targets at the right moment. And of course, I assumed what you meant by bad healing, but probably you meant something else. That's also true. Good point. The group dying in the lava monster encounter, which is the second boss, is most of the time due to the DPS standing in the wrong position or taking lava damage. And because it's a 16 man, you have or should have at least 3, probably 4 healers if it's a pug. So it's absolutely not your fault, or not your fault alone. Oh, that's unfortunately a very solid reason. Especially for 16 men, you should try 8 man operations. For 16 man, there is hardly a PC configuration in the whole world that actually can work properly. Mine does, but it's still not flawless. And you can see what kind of hardware components I have. It's pretty expensive. I spent shitloads of money to be able to run the game flawlessly, or close to. And yet I struggle when I try to stream with the CPU encoder, which I'm doing right now, and doing PvP at the same time. It just goes to hell. I have a feeling I've been stuck in this area looking for the damn things to blow up for so long now. What is it, 15 minutes maybe, or longer? I do have a second computer, but for one reason or another I had a problem connecting them with a web server. I tried it, I failed it, and I didn't try again. I don't know really why. It didn't work. And my second computer doesn't have a very powerful CPU, so it wouldn't be so much bigger of a difference. And of course, building a second PC just for streaming is expensive, very expensive. It is something not small streamers like me can afford easily. My second PC is more like an office PC quality. Good enough for working, but not really good enough for gaming and streaming. When I'm doing something more demanding like 16-man ops runs or something involving more people and more stuff on the screen, I'm streaming with NVEnc, which is the NVIDIA encoder. It's a little bit crappier quality, but it gets the job done. And my stream still doesn't look horrible. Mostly because I'm doing the stream for fun, not to make a living out of it. I'm spending money more towards my own comfort. Which at the moment, my priority is getting a new expensive ultra luxury chair to sit in, which will be my own present to myself for my 30th birthday. I don't want to burden other people with such an expensive purchase, so I'm gonna buy it myself. Oh, that quest was upstairs. Yes, I just remembered. I don't remember how to get upstairs, but I'll find out quickly. Apparently that's the way. Ooh, level up. Enjoy the nap. I will probably do something like that myself in a little while. I wouldn't be surprised if you do that. Oh. Choosing between healing boost or damage boost for my dots? Really? When leveling solo? It's like a moot point. Oh, I hate it when they survive. Okay, I will wait for you to come back. Or maybe not. And of course stage 3, which is still not the last one, is in the other corner of the map. How about I do some serious crafting while I'm here, damn it. Why did I forget that? Yep, I have plenty of companions and still only 3 slots. Which will be the same for level 41 or 42. And that's not coming close. Or soon. I could take on that one probably. Come on, big guy, go away. I know you're stronger. Much, much stronger than me. We don't have to prove it on my stream. Oh, someone else is beating on my NPC boss, I think. Hey, you're big and ugly. And it's stupid of me to even attempt you. Hey Carlenzo, how is your Sunday? I'm fine, thank you. I had a very nasty and tiring day yesterday under the hot sun, but I'm happy I can rest today and have fun. Get some casual leveling in the early afternoon, maybe a raid in the evening. We're lacking sign-ups for now, but we can make up with other people, we'll see. Yeah, I know that is. Oh, depressed? The hell? Why is that so? Oh, yeah. The most obvious reason for a man to be depressed. Yeah, I hope you will, man. I don't remember how the stupid crate looks like, so I'm afraid I might miss it when it spawns, but I think it used to be a big pile of rockets here somewhere. You shouldn't miss it. Wait, actually, is there something I can click here somewhere? Oh, that's the thing I have to click, but this fellow here offered me to kill the world boss, so let's see. Oh, these guys are actually a big group. They're probably preparing for something. Or maybe they're all coming here for the boss. They are all here for the world boss, so I can finish my quest maybe while waiting. And now I'll just have to sit and wait while they all gather up, which will probably take a few minutes. Ooh, Moobot is back. Welcome back, Moobot. I think that's gonna be a long wait. Most of these guys don't actually know where the boss is and how to get here, which isn't that easy. Oh no, actually it is easy. It should be easy, just straightforward to the north. And as I mentioned, north, in a few hours there should be the 9th episode of Game of Thrones. Hopefully something epic to be revealed. They still have 2 major plot lines from book 3 to show in this season, hopefully. Unless they postpone it for the next one. No, don't go away. $75 XP. It's not good to kill stuff when I'm grouped up with such high level people. Oh, that guy's funny. Level 39, really? Does anybody know if there is any kind of special solo achievement killing this boss? I mean, an achievement attached to just killing this guy. Is it worth waiting for the group? Because they are now actually advertising for the empty 8 slot, which means more waiting. It's not on a spawn timer. There is a body down there that you can click and spawn the boss. That boss has 1,000, what is it, 100,000 HP, so it's not too much. And it looks like we're all low levels. Oh, we have a 54 power tech, the guy that invited me. So, and the 44 one should be absolutely no trouble, just need all the people to get here. "15 minutes. The leader says the fight will take 15 minutes. Wow. I don't think that should be so long. And I don't remember killing the boss before. I wonder if it can be done solo. I'll definitely go for that with my Marauder after it. Or some other time. But I have to see the buffs first. If it has that heroic buff, it means that it shouldn't be done solo. I'm not the most pro with healing, but here is what I have seen, read and experienced myself. First of all, of course, is the main stat, which is cunning. Second, I go for power and surge. Second or third maybe. And after that, critical, I personally prefer it between 25% and 27%. More like on the lower side, so 25 up to 26 maybe, who knows. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. Ooh, the boss is up. Only true heroes can fight this enemy, so that means it shouldn't be soloed. Alacrity, I personally don't like it much, but the pro healers are advising that you should have about 6 to 8%, if I remember correctly. It can be soloed, really. I thought the bosses with this buff are not supposed to be done solo, and they just one-shot you if you don't have a group. but it's really going slow. That's a fact. I'm not doing much of a job helping with DPS. Oh. I pulled. Really? I pulled aggro? That's weird. Oh, it's because of the companion? Alright. Makes sense. It shows that I don't really pay too much attention of world bosses and their achievements. But I probably should. I'm missing a hell lot of achievements just for not attempting the world bosses. Oh, there are the million ads spawning. I hope it would be useful. That's how I'm playing my healer, and so far I have absolutely no trouble healing any hard modes, and I haven't had a chance to attempt the Fortress and Palace in Nightmare yet with the healer. I was doing fine in TFP Nightmare with my Scoundrel healer. I think I did a few bosses in Skull and Villain Nightmare, and I'm talking about months ago when it was actually endgame with proper gear. So even if I'm wrong in some points and details, I'm not too far off. Ouch. And here we go. A nice clean kill and a nice hilt for me. Let's see if I can win it. Nope, someone else took it. An operative, are you for real? Oh well. Oh no, that's not the operative, that's someone else. Oh okay, he is the 34 assassin. Okay. He needs it. Probably more than me. Now back to the camp to hand in whatever I have left. Please tell me I have the map. Yep. So, I've never killed that boss before, weird. There are probably a lot more world bosses that I never bothered to kill. I should correct that one day. If that's the way to beat the mechanic of a heroic buff, not using the companion, it should be easy. A level 38 or 39 boss versus a level 55 geared up, whatever class. And I'm sure my Marauder alone can kill that boss quicker than we did with 9 people here. $23 XP, 23,000 XP, nice.
I took out the Cathar's weapon.
Don't.
You lost.
Drop.
Just tell me.
I'm.
I'll take on the.
Jeez.
The trap is set.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I had a level 35 hilt in my bank, maybe on the fleet. She's hot, really? I've never looked at her actually. Maybe she is. Is that the one, another one of your special emote icons that are only available for turbo users? That purple hat? I'm just gonna do the final quest and get out of the planet. I think that's enough of Taris. Oh, come on! I was 50 meters away.
I'm sorry, Sith. I couldn't do what you said. I just couldn't.
You were right to tell us, Ashara. The Jedi Enclave is no place for Sith, and this one gives me an uneasy feeling.
Please, I believe I can cleanse the Enclave of the Ghost.
We've been trying for months to cleanse this Enclave. This is not a flippant matter. I won't have dark side rituals performed in this Enclave.
Oh, come on! I wanted really to do something different.
killed them! You killed the Masters!
They are Jedi after all.
This is all my fault. I should have known better than to deal with a Sith.
Just summon the ghost now.
Child, I thought I told you never to summon me again.
Excellent. Truly remarkable. My lord, you are utterly clever and resourceful. Thank you so much for clearing out the Jedi for us.
If this is what I think it is, know that I don't take kindly to betrayal.
I'm sorry it had to end this way, but you were dead, and Darth Thanaton made a better offer. He's made me a lord. Unfortunately, he's also asked that you be executed. My regrets.
Well, these guys didn't have much of a success chance.
What's this bloodshed in my grave? I warned you not to summon me again. I warned you to leave me in peace. To keep your Jedi away from my grave.
Please, I'm sorry. This Sith needed to speak with you.
Your apology is worthless. You must die.
I can understand the quiet, awkward pause when there is something that should be picked for a dialogue line from the player, but sometimes there are those pauses, unwanted and unnecessary, between lines that the NPCs are actually telling. It's weird and it's breaking the immersion, more or less. Like right now. 2-3 seconds of silence before they jump to the next scene.
I wish to devour you and take your power for my own.
Another ghost consumed.
Sith, what did you just do?
The only way I could think to free the Enclave was to bind the ghost to myself.
What happens now?
Haha, what the fat lie.
Just get out of my sight.
Are you kidding? How will I answer for my masters? For the ghost? You manipulate me for your own ends and then you leave? My life as a Jedi is over.
I think I can solve that problem. Join me. Become Sith.
Please! No more! I'll follow you, just no more! You monster!
If this bloody scene is any indication, riding in your mind will be great fun, Sith.
Huh? Ready.
Well, I'm done with the planet, just gotta go back to my ship, which I can probably do from the fleet. And it's the end of the stream for now. if we get a raid group for something, whatever it is, tonight around 7 UK time, I hope I will see you guys again. Thank you very much for joining me. And if I don't see you later tonight, you have a very great afternoon and a nice Sunday evening before the next work or school week begins. Bye bye.